Alright, so today I'm going to try to fix this tail light. It's got condensation in it. It gets filled up with water when it rains. This is a pretty common problem with these tail lights of the D2. So anyway, I'm going to try to do this on the cheap and not replace it, but actually try to seal up the crack with some silicone. So I'm going to see if I can dump the water out with just removing one of these light bulbs. So the light guards came with these little spacers, and the original ones were clear. These are white. I got them at Lowe's, but there weren't any long enough, and it was kind of a pain in the butt when I put these things back in before. So this time, before I install it, I'm going to put a little glue there and just glue these up so they're one piece. Anyway, I think they look the same when I bought them, but obviously they've weathered a little different. Anyway, all right, now to dry them off, gotta get the water out. So I'm just gonna do this for a while. So we are not supposed to have rain for about a week, forecast says. So I'm just going to leave these outside. The plastic actually got kind of hot from using the hair dryer, only for about a minute or so. I'm just going to let these be outside. I'll bring them in every night so the dew doesn't get on them. But I think, letting them sit outside. I'm not in a rush to drive the D2 this week. So I'm going to let them sit out until they really get totally dry in there, and then I'll try to repair them. Okay, so we've got the unit all cleaned up. It's all dried out. So we're going to try to put some silicone. Hopefully I got enough. Doing this project on the cheap. Obviously it's not leaking down here because it collects water, but I'm thinking it's leaking up here, so we're just going to put a bead of silicone up here and see if that works. See if we can do it without making a big mess. Actually, I think I'm going to have to use this silicone. It's still clear, but I don't think I had enough in that other tube. So here we go. So I've got a bead of silicone running all the way down the sides. So now I'm going to take a wet finger and smooth it out. I don't want a huge bead in there because I want it to fit back onto the body correctly, but we want a little small bead within that groove. Hopefully this will work. So I got a nice little bead around the whole thing, except for right here. It was always showing up a little crack in there, so maybe that's where my crack was, so I put it really heavy right there because I could never really get it nice and smooth without it showing like a little spot. It was not able to get it smooth like everywhere else, so I had to kind of put it really thick right here. So it doesn't look good, but this will, you won't be able to see it. Now it's white caulking right now, but it'll go clear once I put it on. So even if I did get it somewhere where you can see through or on the sides or something, you won't be able to see it because it'll be clear. So we'll wait for this to dry for another day, and we'll put it on tomorrow. Okay, so I'm very happy to announce that after about 4 days of rain, there's no water getting in here. So the bead of silicone worked. So that's nice. Didn't have to buy a new one. Cheap, easy fix.